Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what part of the world you're in. I am so happy and excited that you are here. I hope you are doing fabulous today. I know I am. It is Sunday, and as most of us, and I hope if it's not in plan, that you start planning soon on an early retirement, because that's what we're working on, being able to retire early, to be able to just working our dreams. But anyway, we are also working on the 30K in 90 days. I hope you guys are keeping up with the replays. I am trying to do as best as I can to get them out there as soon as they're posted. But today, congratulations, it is day 11, and we're actually going to go over something that not everyone is familiar with, or that we really don't dedicate too much time to because it's an automatic system, our funnel. So understanding the power of your funnel is actually very, very important. So day 11 teaches that not everyone will buy, and that's completely normal. It is a funnel is not magic, it's a math. So that's the reason why it's a good reason why we should know how our funnel works. So there's five different stages in our funnel. We have capture page, we have the thank you page, the blueprint, email, and that has the video. It has a 30-day email automation, which is the campaign, and it has the sales page. So the capture page, as you see here, creates curiosity and collects emails. So I have a little graph there, a little photo of what the capture page looks like. If you are new to the system, please, if you have any questions, let me know. But this is also, it's a good explanation of what it looks like and what it does. So the capture page is it creates curiosity and collects the email. This is what comes after, where the potential client puts in their email address, and then that starts the automation. So after that, they will get a thank you page, which is where that video is in. It establishes authority and sets expectations. And then the third step is the blueprint email. They will get an email, but as they're getting, this is happening in the background as they're putting in their email, they get the thank you, they get the video, and then they get, instead of the blueprint, they get into the website. So this is how our website here looks like. So this is where they start reviewing and start believing in you. Now, in the background again, they're going to start getting the email. They start going into the campaign. Now, there's stuff happening while they're going through this stuff. So as far as the campaign, the automation emails, there's 30 to 32, depending if you added more or if not. But one goes after the other. This is where the they follow up consistently. They reinforce belief. They share stories. You share handle objections. You invite multiple times to go into your website and just review the website. So honestly, if your website, if your emails are not to your, I'm not going to say to your taste, but if they don't look like something you would create, I would suggest for you to go in there and make them you. I know when we're first setting up the system, we just want to get it done and steps and just follow the step by step how we are being trained, which is fine. There's no problem with that. Um, just make sure that you go back first. Just get it done, change it to you. personalize them with your name, put a picture of you, and just keep it moving because there are 30 or 32 of them. So you want to make sure that they are addressed in case while you're doing this, you have potential customers coming in. So get them done. Once you're done with the whole system, just come back and personalize them to you. Make sure that they have your picture, make sure that they have your name, make sure that they fit your perfect customer. My advice to you would be to take that email, the body, put it into chat. Why not? Can you please reword this for my perfect customer? Make them short and sweet. Honestly, I'm a person, everybody's different. Everyone has different ways to work. I don't like to have long emails. If it's long, I'm not going to read it. Honestly, I tell you right now, I don't have time to read it. Doesn't matter how much interest I have. It could be a beautiful long poem, a motivation long, I'm not doing. So I never send out long emails. So I have them short. I shorted all of them. I made them pretty, changed them to my theme colors. And that's, to me, that's the way it's working for me. So that's we also have that's this here that does the follow-up. Social media starts conversation. Emails build relationship, automation builds leverage. This is where most sales actually happen. Not too many people are going to go in there. Oh, I hear you on social media. Bam, put in my email and I'm buying right away. Not too many people know that unless you're doing a live, which it makes a huge difference. If you're going live, someone goes in there and was interacting with you, then yes, more than likely you are going to get that person to purchase. The ones that don't, they will go according to the emails that you send out and the newsletter, but that's coming back in a minute. So then you also have the sales page. This converts warm buyers, not strangers. The sales page, that's where everything, you get all the information. So this is your domain page. So key lesson, not everyone buys immediately. Don't get disappointed. Don't bring yourself down because you're not getting a quick sale. It could happen. It will happen. Not every email, not every lead is going to turn into a sale, but you have to create a relationship with your perfect customer. They went into your automation for a reason. They connected with you in some kind of way. It was you that they connected. So just give it time. Do not quit right away. So 20% capture rate is the goal. As long as you make it up to 20% of conversion, you should be okay. If you don't know how to check your conversion, please talk to me and we will go through that together. I'm actually going to have a training class on this because I know that checking your conversion, it's important. Sometimes it's good to watch them. Some say it's not good to check every day, but you know what? Even you could tell if someone goes and touches your link. So it could be something to keep you motivated because sometimes we think, oh, is turning into a lead. They're not, but they're going in there. It's good to know where they stop. Was it on the first page, on the capture page, on the thank you, or on the video page? Or did they go all the way and when they made it to the website, they didn't get? So it's good to know where the stop point is at. And you will learn this if you check your conversion rate. So sales compound with repetition. So it's good to just stay connected and just make this your daily job. The system works when people opt in. So sure, sometimes we feel that my system is not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. Is it broken? We start questioning why. But if they're in there, that means that your system is working. So it's good. Funnels fail only when you stop driving traffic. You drive traffic when you connect with your perfect customer. If you're sitting, you're not doing content, you're not doing lives, you're not connecting with networking, then your funnel is not going to work. You're going to see it at a standstill. So if they opt in, they open there's open emails or watch your video, it worked. It's working. So this is math, not emotion. You don't need everyone. You need 22 customers to do that 30K in 90 days. So if you do the 22 customers, you'll be fine. So don't feel that you need everyone that's going into, yes, try and get the people that are in your automation, but just keep in mind that um you don't need everyone in there because not everyone goes in because they're your perfect customer. So email list conversion over time, you need to follow up, you need repetition, trust, and exposure. So most beginners think if they didn't buy, it didn't work. Wrong. If it worked, that's again, if they opt in and watch your video, if they open the email, engage, they stayed in your ecosystem, your system is working. You have to figure out what could be the problem, what's happening. You're able to tell that. So instead of asking, why didn't they buy? Why are they not buying? There's something happening. Am I not giving the right message? Ask, did my capture page convert? Did my videos build clarity? Are my emails consistent? Is my message clear? Or am I driving enough traffic? So this is math and optimization. It's not emotion. This is physical work that we have to put in. So your funnel doesn't fail because everyone doesn't buy. It fails because we're just not driving enough traffic in or something. There's a little something happening that we are not able to make them purchase. We need to connect more. We need to let them know that we're here, what's happening. If you have a community, I'm not sure which way you're working with, if you're promoting your community or you're promoting legacy. It doesn't really matter, but you have to try to keep in contact with them in about this. If it's a community, there's a way of doing a funnel, another training that I'm going to do in the school. So just keep up with the announcements. If you don't know how to do a funnel, we're going to do a funnel together. So just follow up on that. So this is what I have on day 11. Now we also have day 12. So I'm going to stop sharing this. Reason is, actually, okay, yes, I'm going to leave it on the same recording. So day 12 on the 30K in 90 days, the weekly newsletter strategy. So who is doing newsletters? I'll be honest with you, if you're not doing newsletters, you need to start making some, because this is when you have the huge opportunity to connect with your perfect customer, that person that saw either your videos, your content, or saw your live, and they went in, they put their email address because they were interested in what you had or in you, and they just didn't either follow up or something happened. Who knows? But you have to knock on that door and say, hello, I'm still here. So newsletters are very, very, very important. This is when you tell them, okay, well, hi, this is Maria. I know you went into my automation on this day. I noticed that you have not connected with me. I just wanted to know that you're okay, blah, 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 blah. Say hello. Send a nice, pretty image quote. That's it. That could be your first newsletter to them. And then I like to send out a newsletter weekly. There was a time that I was doing a newsletter every other day. Why not? It's an email. It's an email that's going out to them in addition to the campaign that we're sending out. So if they just joined 2 days ago, it's okay to send out an email, newsletter every other day, in addition to that email that they're getting every 2 days, every day, or every 6 hours, whatever it is that we have them assigned on. So social media does build awareness. Emails build relationship. Newsletters, they build trust. So every time that you create that newsletter, keep in mind, do it thinking that, okay, I want these people to trust me. I want them to feel comfortable purchasing from me. I want them to know that I'm here to help them. I want to share a little bit of my knowledge. So, and don't forget, social media disappears tomorrow. Your business should still survive. All this noise that we hear about TikTok all the time, I mean, I don't know if that's settled, but who does? I don't think anybody does. So it is important to just have that news, that automation, those emails growing, because we need to just connect with our clients, with our potential customers. So if you're consistently building your email list and returning it weekly, you should be okay. Automation, and I'm sorry I don't have a presentation on this. I don't have a video on this, but reason is because it was just posted a few minutes ago, and I was working on my 11th day, and why not just do it while I'm still here with you guys? So automation builds structure, as I said. Your weekly newsletter, it reminds them you exist, reinforces your position, deepens belief, handles objection, and builds authority. Let them know, hey, I'm real. That video you saw, it was me. Make them pretty. No, we're not going to go all too pretty, because we're depending on who your perfect customer is. I am trying to reach midlives. So women and men. Sometimes I just want to go and help women, but I also do have men in my community that I want to support, and I want to be there for them 110%. So, I mean, I have 100% think that, there's a lot of women that feel more comfortable approaching something like this, but there's a lot of men that are trying to get also help to work from home and trying to prepare for retirement. So it's nice to make the emails, the newsletters fancy, but no need to go too fancy. So I love, my colors are pink, lavender, purple, teal, and blue. And I sometimes I let the blue and the teal outstand a little bit more because of, I don't want men to feel out of place. And we do have a lot of men that are in our community. So um trust is not built on just in just one email. It's built through rhythm, meaning be consistent. Show them that you're here, that they could trust you. As you know, the like, trust breakdown. So I'm going to go through that right now. The no. The no brings clarity and consistency. They learn what you stand for, who you help, how your system works, what you believe. Consistency creates familiarity, to become familiar with you, and build comfort. The like equals relativity and personality. I'm sure you guys are already used to my accent, so you know what I'm trying to say. I'll try to perfect it. I'm doing better. But anyway, this is when you share stories, lessons, wins, the struggles that are in our community, all these things that you see here, no, we don't all have them, but there's a lot of it in the communities. So we are able to copy and paste a lot of those wins. So observations, people buy from people they relate to. So I help midlife women and caregivers, single mom, grandmas that want to stay home and be there for their grandchildren because they were not there for their children when they were growing up. We would like to be relevant today to everything that our grandchildren do. I do. That's my why. I want to make sure that if my kids say to me, Mom, there's no school today, I'm on my way. That's who I want to be. But if I learn that there's a caregiver that her parents or his parents are not okay and they want to stay home, but they can't because they have to go to work. Oh, I got you. My parents, when my mom was with me, that she was not okay, I didn't know about the daily pay. That's what we called it back in the day, few years ago. I did for my dad. With my dad, I was like, okay, I got on the plane and left. If I get laid off, if I get fired, it's okay because I have something in hand that could generate an income for me. I could still create an income. With my mom was a little more difficult. If I was fired, I would have no income. So yes, sharing these stories, sharing this might bring someone in that has the same situation going on. So people need to trust you. So it brings competence and conviction. So teach one clear concept. Um, Reinforce your philosophy. Um, Share case studies. You could go in and say, okay, so did you get laid off? Last year or in January, 108,000 people were laid off. That's more. We haven't had that many people get laid off since 2009. That's a huge difference. They're saying by 2027, there's going to be at least 300,000 people getting laid off in the United States. Actually, 300,004 to be exact. That's a lot of people. So, you could give, when people hear those numbers, people are like, what? Like now they know that you're doing your research and you're working on it. Handle objections. If there's someone objecting, or I know people are saying that digital marketing is not a thing, but I tell you right now, there's $27 billion being made on what we're doing. Why is that? Because everything is going digital. Money's going digital. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's no more pennies being made. So if you find a 2026, save it for your grandchildren because you're not going to see a 2027. That's the last penny that's going to be made. So, people are saying, no, no, the world is going digital. So, talk about things like that. Authority builds trust. So when you prove to them that you have knowledge on something, they will start trusting you and believing in you. And knowing that you are going to be that person that they need on their side so to help them. So 4 high trust newsletter types that you can send out. And you could rotate this. So you could do story emails, teaching emails, belief emails, and invitation emails. So the story is just, oh my God, do you know what happened this past week? I went through that, 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 that. Tell them. I went to my grandchildren. They had my granddaughter had a flag football game, and I was able to go. And guess what? I didn't have to ask permission to go. I didn't have to go to my boss and say, oh, is it okay if I leave early? No, I could just get up and go. Why? Thanks to my 2 hour workday. that would be like a little story to say teaching. You could talk about the layoffs, for example, just giving examples out there. Just saying that, okay, so did you hear that, the social media, whatever the other, believes. Share something that you have learned that you have a high belief in, something that you have learned in the training. Um, we have heard so many stories from different members in the community. You're able to share one of those stories. Have them believe in you. Invitations, you are able, if you have a community, you can invite them to your community. Invite them to the webinars. We have free webinars every week. And this is where you get those emails going and send them out. If you have if you have an email list, you should be sending out those webinar notices, because this is where they learn more about our program. And we always have someone there that's talking truth, that's saying, giving their testimony as of how they were able to make the money that they're making. So follow the rotation. You'll never run out of ideas. If you do the story, the teaching, believe, invitation. Story, teaching, believe, invitation. And something will come up. Something will put it on chat. Have chat say, okay, I'm sure that chat knows your story. Okay, I need to make an automation. And why not do them on Sunday or one day out of the week? So, okay, can you make an email, a newsletter to send out every other day? And as soon as you get 10 minutes that you're able to sit down, make them all up and schedule them. You're able to schedule your newsletters. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. We could do that together. So that is that. So the power of the weekly rhythm. In 90 days, you should have at least 12 people a month. That, if you look at it that way, 12 people, 12 potential customers that you get is not too bad. And 12 people that you work with, sending out newsletters and connecting with, is not too bad. In 1 year, 52 relationship deposits. Not bad. So if you only show up when selling, you look desperate. If you show up consistently, you look dependable. Your email list is not a number. It's a relationship builder. Keep that in mind. Instead of asking, why didn't they buy? Just ask yourself, how can I build enough trust? But consistency compounds. So this is how strangers become buyers, by you making them comfortable with you. So, and this is how buyers become long-term customers. Let's say that you have the legacy, but they're only going to be able to get the $600 product program. Well, if you keep that relationship with them and you teach them a little bit of, you don't have to do the whole system for them. Just stay connected with them. It's like I tell my kids, be who you want your kids to be. Well, be who you want your employees to be. You could just, I'm not trying to be and have thousands and I know 59,000 members is a lot of members to handle. I like to handle my own members. I like to do what my members need. I think 59 is a lot. I will take as many as God wants me to have, but it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. But it's okay to keep a relationship with them, because if you come up with something, they are going to trust you because they know you, and they will purchase from you before they purchase from anybody else. If I'm going to spend any money on anybody, I'll spend it on Michelle before I spend it on anybody else. So you're not just helping people, you're also making an income. And you're not just building an income, you're also helping people. So it goes both ways. They should both be important. Um, so that's all I have on 12th day. Do not miss tomorrow, day 13. I will be here. If I'm not here, look for the video that I will post it in the module. So stay well, enjoy your Sunday, and go send out a newsletter. Make it short and sweet. Send out a quote, motivation quote, a Sunday quote. Could be a family quote. And start making your potential customers trust you because they need you, because they have a story. It might be the same story you have. So go send them something short and sweet, but connect with them. Bless you all.